Ever wonder how top marketers use AI to make thousands from a single email? In this video, I'm revealing 7 AI email secrets top marketers never share. And trust me, you're going to want to steal these. My name is Biggie Fraley, and I'm about to show you some AI email strategies that the top guys in the industry are using right now, but are keeping quiet about. You want to know why? Because these techniques are delivering absolutely insane ROI. We're talking 36 times return on investment. Most marketers will never tell you this stuff because it gives them such a massive advantage. So listen, what if I told you the difference between a 20% and 60% open rate comes down to one AI technique most marketers aren't using? Here's the deal. Hyper-personalization isn't just dropping someone's first name into an email template. That approach is so 2018, and honestly, it's hit a ceiling that's keeping your results flat. Your subscribers can spot that basic, hey, first name trick from a mile away. Their inboxes are flooded with this stuff, and they're completely tuning it out. While average marketers are manually creating broad segments like customers who purchased in the last 30 days, top marketers are leveraging AI to analyze individual behaviors at a scale impossible for human teams. I've studied a beauty brand that switched from quarterly new arrivals emails to weekly personalized recommendations based on individual browsing history and purchases. Their open rates jumped from 22% to 51% practically overnight, and their conversion rate tripled. The emails drove sales because they spoke directly to each person's specific interests. Now, Crystal Steinbach, Director of Digital Marketing for Mills Marketing, found with hyper-personalization, we send far fewer emails, but instead we see 40%, 50%, 60% open rates. We see higher engagement, more clicks, and better closing rates. Imagine sending fewer emails but getting better results. Listen, this isn't complex rocket science stuff either. The technology exists right now to start implementing this in your business. Start with a platform that can track user behavior across your site and emails, then connect those insights to your email platform. It's totally doable. And once you set it up, you'll wonder how you ever marketed without it. But here's the thing. Personalization is only half the battle. When you send those personalized emails, it's just as critical. But first, let me ask you, want to build your list faster? Then make sure to check out my free guides, AI prompts, and done-for-you tools at biggie.vip/bonus. My gifts to you just for watching today. Now, creating personalized content is powerful, but delivering it at the wrong moment undermines everything. Think about it. When was the last time you actually went back to find an email you missed yesterday? Most marketers still blast their entire email list at the same time, while their competitors are using AI to identify the exact 30-minute window when each individual subscriber is most likely to engage. Most email marketers are stuck following generic rules like Tuesday mornings are best for B2B emails, or Thursday afternoons drive more sales. These approaches completely ignore that every subscriber has their own unique rhythm for checking email. Julia checks her email before her kids wake up, Marcus during lunch breaks, and Eleanor after dinner. When you send a mass email at 10 a.m. Tuesday, you're missing the optimal engagement window for 2/3 of your list. Now, according to Litmus, emails delivered during a subscriber's personal optimal time see open rate increases of 25% and click-through improvements of up to 30%. Experience research shows predictive send time optimization delivers a 10 to 25% revenue boost for e-commerce brands without changing a single word of content. Did you hear that? I think that's just insane. Now take Jack. Jack, a fitness coach who struggled with low engagement. After implementing AI-driven send time optimization, he saw his open rates jump from 18% to 29% in just 3 weeks. This small timing adjustment became his biggest competitive advantage. And here's the great news. Tools like 7sense, MailChimp's send time optimization, and OmniSend now make this technology accessible to businesses of all sizes. Implementation typically takes just 2 to 3 weeks for the AI to gather enough data. That's it. 2 to 3 weeks to get a significant edge over competitors still relying on generic timing approaches. So now we've got the right message at the right time. But what if you could automate creating that perfect message for each customer? Well, optimal timing gets your foot in the door. It's what's inside your email that ultimately drives action. What if your emails could write themselves, perfectly tailored for each recipient while maintaining your exact brand voice? Creating multiple versions of email content has always been a massive time sink. Most marketers end up compromising with generic messages that appeals to everyone but resonates with no one. It's like playing the same song on loop when your audience craves a personalized DJ set customized to their individual tastes. The revolution happening in top-performing campaigns is AI-powered dynamic content generation. This technology automatically creates multiple variations of email copy, subject lines, and calls to action while ensuring brand voice consistency. Kate Spade demonstrates this power perfectly. By implementing dynamic content in their emails, they increased revenue by 174% while boosting click-through rates by 36%. Similarly, P&O Ferries saw a 43% increase in clicks and a 50% jump in click-through rates after adopting these strategies. The results are remarkable. 41% higher click rates than standard campaigns. Conversion improvements up to 25%. Content creation time reduced by up to 80%. Instead of spending days crafting one generic email, you set up a system that automatically generates dozens of tailored variations. Monday morning, you review the AI options, make a few tweaks, and schedule the campaign. By afternoon, you're onto your next project while competitors still struggle with copy revisions. The technology is accessible right now through platforms like Passado, Phrasee, and even some advanced features in platforms like Klaviyo. You don't need to be a tech genius to implement this. Start small with subject line generation, then expand to full content creation as you get comfortable with the results. But wait, with all this personalization, aren't we crossing into creepy territory? Well, that brings us to our next secret. As these AI systems get smarter about personalizing content, a shadow looms over all this newfound power. With 67% of consumers admitting they have little understanding of how companies use their data, personalization sits at a critical crossroads. The personalization paradox is clear. Better personalization requires more data, which increases consumer privacy concerns. But sophisticated marketers have already solved this puzzle. The solution reimagines how we collect and use customer data through zero-party data, information that visitors willingly share with your brand. Unlike tracking methods that follow customers around the internet, zero-party data comes directly from customers themselves. Imagine Jenny visits your clothing store website and takes a quick style quiz indicating she prefers casual wear and earth tones. When she later receives emails featuring casual earth tone outfits, the personalization feels helpful rather than intrusive. It transforms the experience from, "How did they know that?" to, "I'm glad they remembered that I told them." The results are compelling. brands using privacy-compliant personalization see 28% higher customer satisfaction scores and 15% better retention rates compared to invasive methods. This approach also future-proofs your marketing against evolving regulations like GDPR and CCPA. You don't need data scientists either. These email platforms built in tools for zero-party data collection and privacy-compliant personalization. Simple, interactive elements like quizzes and preference centers can be added to existing campaigns with minimal effort. Start by adding one interactive element to your next campaign, and you'll be shocked at how willingly customers share information when you're transparent about how you'll use it. Now, what if we took all this personalization to the next level and actually started predicting what your customers will want before they even know it? What if your email marketing could predict customer needs before they even recognize themselves? Traditional email marketing is essentially reactive, waiting for someone to abandon a cart, make a purchase, or click a specific link before triggering the next message. This situation resembles entering a race when your competitors are already halfway to the finish line. Predictive customer journey mapping positions you at the starting line with a winning strategy before the race begins. Predictive mapping uses sophisticated AI to analyze patterns across thousands of customer interactions, creating behavioral forecasting models that identify subtle signals indicating what customers are likely to do next. Now, Stitch Fix exemplifies this approach. Their recommendation engine identifies micro patterns in browsing behavior, signaling when you're about to need seasonal wardrobe updates, often before you've actively started shopping. Their predictive emails arrive just as customers begin considering these purchases, creating an impression of remarkable intuition. Brooklinen discovered they could identify customers likely to purchase new sheets based on browsing patterns occurring up to 45 days before actual purchases. By proactively addressing common questions about thread count and materials, they increased purchasing rates by 31% among identified prospects. For small businesses, the impact is substantial. On an average 32% increase in customer lifetime value and 22% lower churn rates, according to McKinsey research. These improvements translate directly to sustained revenue growth and marketing efficiency. Implementation has become accessible through platforms like Klaviyo and ActiveCampaign that integrate with existing email systems. You don't need to be a data scientist to get started. Begin by identifying one high-value customer journey in your business, then use these tools to map predictive triggers. Even one well-executed predictive sequence can deliver phenomenal ROI while you build expertise with this approach. But how do you know which email elements work best? That's where our next secret comes in. What if you could test hundreds of email variations at once while your competitors are still running basic A/B tests? This isn't science fiction, it's the reality of advanced AI-powered testing. Traditional A/B testing feels painfully outdated. You create two versions, split your list, send each version to a segment, wait a week, analyze results, implement changes, and restart with a new element, like an ancient clockwork mechanism requiring manual winding with each turn. It's sequential, slow, and inefficient. Now think about this. Testing 4 subject lines, 3 layouts, 2 CTAs, and 2 image styles would require 48 separate tests with traditional methods. At 1 test per week, that's nearly a year while your market completely changes. AI-powered multivariate testing transforms everything. These systems generate and analyze hundreds of variations simultaneously, testing 5 subject lines, 4 layouts, 3 CTAs, and 3 image styles in a single campaign. That's 180 combinations evaluated at once. According to Persado, AI-powered testing delivers a 49% average lift in conversion rates across industries. Clothing retailer Express saw a 41% increase in engagement and 65% more purchases from email within the first month. We implemented AI testing and saw optimization cycles shrink from 6 to 8 weeks to just 10 days, says Melissa Cohen at Thrive Market. Email revenue increased 33% quarter over quarter. The implementation barrier is surprisingly low. Platforms like Optimizely, Phrasee, and MailChimp offer AI testing capabilities that integrate with existing systems. You don't need data scientists or six-figure custom solutions. Start with simple subject line testing using AI, then expand to full content testing as you get comfortable. Even small businesses can dramatically improve performance by implementing just this one strategy. And speaking of improving over time, our final secret might be the most powerful of all. But before I reveal it, I want to help you build your list even faster with my free guides, prompts, and tools you'll find at biggie.vip/bonus. All right. What if I told you that the most successful email marketers aren't actually doing more work than everyone else? Elite marketers have implemented continuous learning algorithms that handle campaign analysis automatically. These systems work like a personal coach who studies every move in your game, remembers what works, and continuously refines your strategy, except they never sleep or take breaks. Think about your current workflow. You send a campaign, wait for the results, analyze the data, make changes, and repeat. It's exhausting and impossible to maintain consistently with limited resources. Continuous learning algorithms create what I call a smart feedback loop. Each time an email is sent, opened, clicked, or ignored, the system records these interactions and automatically improves its approach. Your emails essentially get smarter on their own. When outdoor retailer REI implemented this technology, their system discovered something fascinating. Customers who browsed camping equipment in January but didn't purchase were 47% more likely to convert in March, just before spring camping season. The system automatically adjusted email timing and content for the segment, resulting in a 36% increase in campaign gear sales without manual intervention. Businesses using these systems report consistent year-over-year improvements of 5 to 8% across key metrics, even during periods when they make no manual changes. A business starting with a 25% open rate today could reach 40% within 3 years through automated optimization alone. You can start implementing this by choosing a platform with machine learning capabilities built in. Klaviyo, ActiveCampaign, and HubSpot all offer versions of this technology. The key is to set it up once, then let the system run long enough to gather meaningful data. Like compound interest, the real magic happens over time as your system gets consistently smarter. Look, the numbers don't lie. Email marketing is projected to reach $18.9 billion by 2028 because it flat out works. You now have the blueprint to leap way ahead of your competition. Start by implementing just one of these 7 strategies we've covered today, and leave a comment with your favorite strategy or biggest takeaway from today's video. And if you're serious about growing your email list and making sales while you sleep, go ahead and subscribe now. I've got a ton more strategies coming your way.